All right, guys. So last session, you went through and split the party after taking on a quest to find Quernville's medical supplies that had been confiscated by goblins. You have cleared out 3 different areas of goblinoids, uh, 2 locations. I think had hobgoblins.
Uh-huh.
And Briz-Atar had a run-in with some interesting noises in the atmosphere. Sounded like lots being cast, and trash stuck to him for an hour. Magnetized.
We're still in the midst of.
Still in the midst of this. I believe a couple of you have been looking for different possible loot in the area. Things that you might have missed.
Mm-hmm.
I think most of them came back except for
Briz.
Sylvia?
Sylvia's back. Briz-Atar is off again.
Yeah.
I thought Sylvia went to like stealth after Briz-Atar.
Well, they didn't make it very far, apparently.
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
lost track of them, so I'm searching.
Okay.
So still technically not back. So I think it's just me
Yeah.
and Verity sitting here.
And me. At the campfire.
Nobody notices because he just sits there brooding.
No, I'm not brooding. I'm just like, oh. Anything more to kill?
Verity, on the other hand, has spent like the past probably about half hour just staring at the fire.
But I'm just gonna look at this area because I didn't get to do that last time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll for that. Oh, actually, let me pull up my stats so I know what I'm rolling.
Rolling.
Not very good. He's not very good at looking at stuff. Oh, not bad.
Really,
18.
that's why you got a bunch of metal stuff stuck to you.
All right, 18. So over in this area, you see that it is a prime location for sleeping. There's some fresher meats over in the corner behind the fire,
And a rotting chicken.
and a rotting chicken the other side of it. There are a couple places with just empty looking crates and barrels and stuff. And 18, you can see some footprints in the dust going in that direction.
On 2 goblin corpses and a hobgoblin corpse.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry, where was the direction? Because I didn't see what that was. Oops, that's the wrong button. Look in that direction, see if I can see anything.
All right. You can see that there's a dark place between the rocks.
I'm gonna throw one of my there.
Your what?
Dancing lights.
Okay. You can see that there appears to be a crevice in that general area.
Can I? Or am I too big?
How big are you?
5'9".
No, you're not too big.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna try to walk over there stealthily.
Is 7'10" too big?
Yes, you would not fit through that crack.
Ah, right.
Besides, you're not in that room.
Yeah, true.
All right. I'm gonna walk in that direction and see if I can see anything.
Alright.
Hopefully, no more goblins, because I squishy.
All right, so you see that this is where the goblins seem to have been storing the majority of their loot.
Oh, perfect.
Mhm.
What do I find?
I was gonna say that
Um,
too.
you find some potions.
Like regular?
You would have to identify them in some
Were we
in
getting
some
medical
manner.
supplies?
Okay.
Yes, you did.
How many potions did I find?
Roll me a D10.
D10. Oh, literally have a D10 in front of me. Nice. A 7. Sweet.
Okay. So you find 7 potions,
Hell yeah. Oh, let's put these in my notes here.
and you also find some gems.
I'll just put gems. Okay.
And some coinage.
Ooh. How many coins?
These are local coins. Roll me 2d6, 2d6, and 1d6.
So 5 in total.
Yep.
All right. So I got a 6, a 1, so 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4, and then 2.
Okay. So you found 7 copper, 4 silver, and 2 gold.
Heck yeah. All right.
You can either go out back the way you came or through another crevice.
I'm gonna assume it's this one here. I
Mhm.
can't mark it, can I? Oh, did you see that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
I'll
saw
come out
that.
this way, and then I'll head back to everybody else.
Okay.
And I ain't
passed
telling
right
them
by
shit.
You passed right by Sylvie.
I'm like, oh, I'll just wave at her and then continue going to the camp with everybody else.
Sylvie quietly follows.
All right. So you guys have taken a short rest. And are you ready to head back towards the town, or do you want to explore more?
Well, I
I
was gonna, because I didn't know if in this water area over here.
Yeah, there's a few places unexplored.
But I think I was gonna try to explore.
Like here's what
Yeah.
you're talking about?
I didn't know, but I didn't know if there was anything else over here or if
That's
that was
that happens to be a rock wall.
okay. I wasn't sure. I was like, I can't remember.
But there's this thing here too. Look like there's a way to go this
Yeah.
way.
Or even a little bit over to your left. There's that little entryway there. There might be something hiding in those rocks.
Oh yeah.
Mm, that one's closer. I'll go that way.
A bunch of stuff hiding in the
That one's
rocks.
closer.
Sylvia's gonna head back towards the entrance, but through the waterway. She's
Okay.
gonna go for a nice swim.
Before we head anywhere, Verity is just gonna like look up from the fire and just say like, I'm sorry about earlier. That lighting that barricade was a dumb idea and I could have gotten you hurt. And then she just stands back
Oh,
up and
don't worry about it.
follows behind.
I'm just gonna just
Oh,
pat her head
don't
and
worry
keep
about
walking.
it.
I'm just gonna take a
Alright.
bite of one of my rations and just look at both of them.
Sylvia's gonna go up and around the other direction.
So as you go in this way, you find another rotting pile of goblin garbage.
I mean, does it look like there's
How
anything
deep is the
useful
water?
in it?
It's taller than you are. Deeper than you are tall.
Okay, I don't have a swim speed, so can I swim through it?
Yes.
Your swim
I-
speed should be your walking speed.
Walking speed.
Walking speed?
It's half your
Okay, good.
walking speed. And
Okay,
I
good to know.
think without a swim speed, you have to make a save if the water's moving too quick or something.
It is relatively stagnant.
Yeah. But
Well,
yeah, it's half.
Constitution.
Same with climbing. It's half of your walk speed if you don't have a climb speed.
Okay, good to know. Any cracks
Alright.
or crevices Sylvia
So-
could squirm through?
You no.
Oh.
Sylvia has to go all the way around. So you guys have passed the main entrance. And as you do so, you notice that there are no more footsteps going in that direction. Like the dust from the footprints.
All right. Well, seeing
No
that, I think I'm
cracks,
just
no
gonna.
crevices.
It's open walking way, but it's no cracks or crevices.
All right. I think we should
Well-
get back to the town.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Just go to the exit and go back to the.
I'm tapped out on healing, so it's dangerous.
Was it there? What was it we were looking for? Their healing or whatever, or the
Yeah, the
resources?
medical supplies.
Yeah, I found him. I got him on me.
No, I knew you had the potions. I just wanted to make sure that that's what it was.
Not the potions,
No,
the
not the
medical
potions.
supplies.
Medical
But
supplies.
the-
I
but
found
the-
him. I found him earlier.
He has those two.
Yeah.
So as you arrive back at the village, the mayor has been keeping an eye out for you and comes to greet you and says, "Oh, you're all alive. Were you successful?"
I'm gonna pull out the medical supplies from my bag and hand it over.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much. I can't express our gratitude. This is beyond helpful.
We dealt with your goblin issues as well.
You have my thanks and the thanks of the town.
Does he know where Shoni is?
Yes, she would be in the tavern. He gestures behind him.
Perfect.
And where should we collect our reward?
As a reward, we are more than able and willing, as I said earlier, to offer you hospitality anytime you come through town. Please just goes to the tavern. They will offer you lodging, meals, and drink on us. If anyone gives you hassle, tell them to send a runner to me.
I'm just gonna tip my hat and take my leave, and I'm gonna head to the tavern.
I'm just gonna.
Please.
Just gonna like slightly just sort of bow my head to the mayor and sort of like a thank you gesture. And just it's much appreciated. It's no problem at all. I'm assuming that's all the problems you've had.
That is, other than, of course, the normal daily living. He grins, trying to crack a joke. It fell flat.
I'm just gonna just smile like a tiny bit and just nod like yeah, I get it.
Is there a flower shop in town?
There is not actually a flower shop in town. The closest flower shop would be in the closest flower shop would be to the north in the large town of Stonewatch. If you have a specific need of a local flower, then perhaps our local apothecary could be of assistance.
No, I just like flowers. And
Then yes,
Verity is just gonna eventually pull out her book and then look back up and say, "Is there a place I could get paint supplies around here?"
he blinks at you. Again, we are a very small town. If you need dyes, then again, perhaps our apothecary could help. Otherwise, Stonewatch is going to be the closest large area. Although if you check with our local traveling merchant, Shawnee, she might have some.
Isn't that where Briz-Atar is going?
Yes, that is.
All right, I'll just follow him.
When I get the tavern up to the tavern, I'm gonna get a room. Then I'm gonna find out where Shoni is, and then start talking to her.
So a room,
It's free.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because
there
like
are
the hospitality.
Yeah.
but there are 4 rooms available.
And there's how many of us?
1,
Five.
2,
Five.
3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there are 4 rooms available if you'd like them.
Well, I'm gonna grab a room for me and Shoni.
Okay.
Hopefully 2 beds.
She would have already had one.
Oh, in that case, I don't have to worry
So
about
there's
her.
4 left.
There's
So-
4 left, yeah.
Yeah. So then I'll take
Well,
one.
if we decide to get rooms, I don't mind sharing.
Yeah. I would prefer one to myself.
Yeah, Briz would only share with Shoni. But otherwise, he'd get his own room.
Okay.
I think instead of going to the tavern, I'm gonna sort of just walk around the town
Okay.
and like, even though it's small, just sort of take, I guess, not quite stock, but just, I guess, sort of just take in the town and see if there's anything semi-interesting.
So if you go around the town, you will see that it's your standard small town, but that there are an assortment of hills and ridges where some houses are sitting up higher than others. Let me know if you want to travel beyond that vantage point.
No, I think I'll stay in the town for now. I think I'll go to the tavern.
Following Briz-Atar out, I'm just gonna like tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Do you know if your friend would have some painting supplies I could buy?
Would I know the answer to that question?
You probably would. You helped her load and unload.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, load.
she would she has some, I believe. I don't think a big selection, but she has a selection. So I'm heading to her right now. Just follow me.
Alright, I'll stay close behind.
Sylvia heard the mayor mention typical town problems. So she just walks up to him and goes, "How's your rat problem?"
We keep a good supply of cats on hand. Tends to keep the
Oh.
rats low.
That's always a good thing. With that, she
Yeah.
heads straight towards the tavern.
Okay. All right. So Shawnee meets up with Briz-Atar in the tavern. It went well, she asks.
Very well.
I don't need a room. I'm just gonna sit at the bar, keep drinking and eating until I pass out, and then I'm gonna sleep at the bar until someone has a problem with it.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was
Throws you
actually
into
gonna
the
get a
street,
room or just
tells you to
like
sober up.
sit in the tavern for a bit and then just go find a hill to sit on. I don't know. I was on the fence. But I am gonna go to the tavern and just find a table to sort of sit at and write in my little notebook.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna point to Verity. Like, this person wanted to buy some paint supplies.
Just some paint and maybe charcoal sticks if you have them.
Give me
Yes,
one
yes, I
second,
do.
I gotta
Sure.
grab something.
I would even give you a discount for your support in helping the town.
She'll like get a little gold pouch out, and look through it, say, how much do I owe you?
That would be 4 silver pieces and 6 copper.
I'll just hand her a gold since I only have gold coins.
Do you want her to make change?
I'll just tell her to keep it. And then Verity is just going to go up to a far corner of the tavern, with the charcoal sticks and start drawing in her side journal.
Sylvia's gonna go up to the barkeep and say, "So, I was told that everything here is hospitality from the mayor.
Yeah,
So, realistically, what's the best drink you have that you could give me for free?"
We don't have anything
'Cause-
super fancy here, he says.
Got
But
any high-end dwarven drinks?
well, I don't know about high end, but we've got some hammer beer.
Hmm,
That's pretty dwarven.
sounds good enough. I'll have a medium-sized glass,
Bouldaire gonna ask him, "What's your most plentiful drink? What do you have most of?
That's our standard mead.
Bring
I
me
need, like
5 pitchers."
I'm gonna roll to see how well I art.
Roll for art school.
13. And I'm just drawing a landscape and
Okay.
filling in like the grass and colors with the paint.
All right. Any specific landscape?
Oh, just a flower field.
Is me and Shoni alone now? Is it, or are they still
You
hanging around?
You guys, as far as I know, have not left the main area.
I'm sitting at the bar itself.
Yeah, I mean, like, is
Same
anybody
here.
else at the table with us?
No,
No.
I went to a far corner of the tavern,
Yeah, that
just
was in a
away
different
from
spot already.
anyone else.
Well,
Alright,
actually, I
so
would
it's just-
assume I came after as I walked around.
And
So
I'm
at some point I
ordering
walked in and chose a different table.
water, and then whatever on the menu looks even mildly healthy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that me and her are alone, so that way I could talk to her. Like, okay, I got some stuff. I got
Okay.
seven potions of something, and I got
Alright.
some gems that we can trade in for some cash.
Well, that is nice. That is a good haul.
So, so I'm gonna hand her all the potions,
Okay.
and I figured she has an eye for something. Maybe she can identify some of them. I don't know. And then I'll keep my hands on the gems for now.
So she should be able to identify these. Shoni can look at the potions and see that there are 3 potions of healing, just your basic level. 1 potion of greater healing, a potion of growth, potion of resistance, and 1 that she cannot tell.
Okay. So how many of them were regular healing?
3.
I'm gonna take those ones back from her,
Mhm.
just so I can keep myself sustained in case something happens.
Sylvie, as you're sitting at the bar, the barkeep asks questions about how long you've been adventuring, and questions that, while directly relate to the fact that you've only been doing this a little while.
Yeah. Well, she answers as honestly as possible. Just, oh yeah, I've been adventuring for like about a month now. Really, really new to all of this, but had to get out and see new sights, learn new things, have fun for the most part.
He asks if they've been up to the temple at the top of the hill. Says, I know that it's hard for new adventurers sometimes to get the lay of the land, but knowledge is something that would be found at the temples. Might be a good place to start if you're interested.
Ooh, I am always loving knowledge. Knowledge is the greatest thing ever. So yes, I think I probably will check it out at some point. Thank you.
My pleasure, he says, as he goes and begins to work
Yep.
at the other end of the bar.
So he's gonna take her hammer beer and go over to where the merchant's sitting. I forget names. She forgets names too. So she's gonna walk up and go, yes, hello. I have a quick question.
Yes, how may I help you?
Would you be interested in purchasing a chain shirt? A chainmail shirt?
I'm often interested in purchasing.
Yes. I picked one up during the Goblin Raid, and I would love to sell it to you.
Well, that would be perfect. I would
She
be
sort
more than
of
willing to buy
pulls it
that.
out of her pack and sets it on the table. And goes, here you are. This is it right here.
All right. She looks it over. It's not the greatest quality. You found it in a Goblin Cave. But typically
Yes, yes.
speaking, she said, typically speaking, I would buy this for 25 gold, she said. Because you're part of the party, she said, I would be willing to go in good faith and go up to 30.
30. Seems a little bit on the lower side, but if you'd be willing to go another 5, I'd be happy to sell it to you. 35, maybe?
She goes, I would be cutting into my own costs. Would there Did you find
I'm gonna-
anything else, perhaps, that you might be able to throw in?
I'm gonna give Sylvie the stink eye.
I didn't find anything else there. No. But I guess 30, yeah, I guess that will do.
She puts her
But
hand.
but would you be willing to go at least a silver more? I mean,
She
selling something is always good to negotiate, you know.
she goes for the sake of negotiation, sure.
Thank you. 30 gold and 1 silver. She reaches out and shakes her hand.
All right. She gives you the coinage and takes the chain mail. I'm going to bring this up to our room and get ready to turn in for the night, she says.
Okay. I'm just gonna have a drink and then I'll head up there. I'm gonna flag the little what do you call those people? Waiters, people, I guess. There's a term
Barkeep,
for it. I just can't think of it.
barkeep,
Barmaid.
bartender,
Barmaid, yeah. And order an ale.
Milkmaid.
wench.
I mean, all those are appropriate terms, but yeah. Just get an ale
Alright.
and just sit there and enjoy it since
Alright.
it's free.
I'm gonna just still sit there, eat, drink, and eventually at some point pass out.
Sylvie will request a room and go up.
All right.
I'm eventually going to go to a room as well. And
Alright. It's y'all's choice. If you're going to be able to level up towards the end of this session. If you'd like to hold off until next, you may, or if you'd like to do it at the end of this session, you may.
I'll probably go to end of
Either
session.
way, the end of the session or within the next.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it this session.
I'll do it at the end of this one.
Same.
So long rest.
You guys may take a long.
Yeah.
And before I go to bed, I'm gonna do the secret thing.
Okay.
Oh, I have so many things back.
I think I only get 1 rage back. That's about it, really.
I get both my spell slots, my card, and my healing hands back.
Yay, I'm back at 9 health.
I don't think I ever lost health.
I got shot once.
How are the rooms laid out? Like, in who's next to who?
It's an L. So Shoni's over here with Briz-Atar. And there's another room here, and then 3 rooms here.
I will try to take the one that's all the way at the end. But if that's already taken, I'll, I guess, take one of the middle ones.
Sylvia's
can-
just going to try and take a end as well.
You
If
can do
there's
whatever
any
you
on
want.
a end.
So
Just
Sylvia
long.
would get to the end one, and I would be the second from it.
Okay.
Or you'd have the end one and I'd be the second from it. One of those two.
All right.
You were first, so I'd be second.
Okay. Sounds good.
Could have been next to Briz. He doesn't give a you do.
Well, there is a empty bed now because I'm sleeping at the bar.
So who's like on either side of me? I know Sylvie's on one side. Is there anybody else on the other side?
That's probably the empty room.
Unless it's Jezreel.
I don't know. I think we lost Jezreel.
Have to wait and see.
No, sorry, I'm back. Um,
There's either a room next to mine or a room next to Briz-Atar.
I was gonna see if it might be a possibility if I might have overheard the barkeep telling Sylvia about I guess the temple.
Okay. Yep. You want to roll a perception?
And am I good to level up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Perception is a dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you'd heard that.
Okay.
Are y'all going to
it-
the temple now or in the morning or something?
Well, I was gonna say, like, since I overheard about the temple, I'm just gonna kind of head over that way while everyone's going to sleep because
I guess I'll see what
knowledge
you're
is
going
good.
on about and just take a mug and like a whole thing of ham or meat or just something. Like, I'll join you. Make sure you don't die or
handful of
anything.
meat and a cupful of meat.
Hell yeah, that's the way to be.
Alright.
Like, I'll join you. Maybe there's something fun at the temple. Whatever that.
Same. Yeah, I'll be going to the temple, so
I didn't.
I'll go to the temple, see what the fuss is about.
I mean, I only need to sleep for 4
I
hours.
see a manage age.
So
Well, because I
So-
left when everyone was going up to the bed, going up to
Yeah.
the. So
Oh,
Since I'm doing what I did right before bed, there's a chance that either Sylvia or Jezreel heard me.
Mhm.
manual. There we go.
Okay. Then let's do that after they.
Yeah. Oh, I get so much stuff at level 2. Oh, I have another
Alright, so let me just level up
slot.
right now.
So Briz-Atar, are you going up as well?
if I see them taking off, I'm gonna follow them
Okay.
because I was still down there drinking my ale, but I'm stealthily following them. I'm not letting them know that I'm there.
can I roll
So-
perception?
I'm gonna roll my stealth right now too.
I mean, because I still want to like. I mean,
Gonna
I'm
find
obviously
me,
gonna
bro.
keep track of what's around.
You're
me.
gonna find me.
That is a solid nat 20 for 22.
27 because I rolled a nat 20.
All right. Nat 20s.
Okay. So as you approach the temple, you see a large one-story building that stands tall. And there's big stained glass windows. It is almost circular. It's not a full circle, clear walls, but it is
Mhm.
built in that kind of shape. The walls are made of stone and the roof is slate. It is to your north.
Wait, so 4 of us went? I thought Sylvia had come to. Oh no, never mind. I remember now. Ignore that.
Yeah, Verity did not join.
Yeah, you guys
Um,
don't see me.
Um,
I just walk right into the temple and it's like kind of kick open the door a little bit. Like, hey, what's
Open
going
the
on in
door?
here?
As you do so, you enter in to a narrow hallway that opens up on a fountain at the end. As you call out, a acolyte comes to through one of the doorways to the left and greets you. Welcome, travelers. I can see that you're not from the town. Have you come far?
Oh,
Alright.
just the Dwarven Mountains for me.
And you? She turns to Briz-Atar. Sorry, no, wrong one. Bouldaire.
I don't know. I just wander the
Just
forest. I
calls them
found these
out.
guys.
What are you doing back there by the bush?
I see those leaves moving,
Divine sense, just like sense you in the bush. But
and this is what knowledge gets me.
Bouldaire is just gonna be like, I have no idea. I just found these guys. Figured, might as well go with them.
And she turns to Jezreel. My welcome to you as well.
I'm gonna, again, just slightly like bow my head in greeting. Thank you.
She smiles sweetly at you all. Well, please come in, come in.
Just like we're just not gonna. You're fine.
It seems like you guys have traveled far. What brings you to our temple?
Oh, just passing
Curiosity.
through, came here on a recommendation, heard there was knowledge to be found.
She smiles. Yes, indeed. We do love to pass on knowledge. She thinks for a minute, and you can see things happening in the back of her mind. Are you new to adventuring?
Nah, I've done it basically all my life.
Oh, I just started this month.
I've been all over for a very long time.
At this point, Briz gets bored and just walks in.
Her. She gestures for you to come into the building more.
I'll
I'm gonna
squeeze through.
follow while taking sort of stock of everything around.
I'm assuming these are like altars and stuff.
Yes. They are statue-y thingies.
Statues.
Representations of various gods with a place to kneel.
Do I
Right.
say any of mine?
Not in this room.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for that if I do spot it.
I'm just gonna
So
walk
in-
past each one, just slowly taking in what's on them.
So, if you guys want to roll me a religion, everybody.
Let me see.
Everyone, including the ones who are asleep.
Yay, I'm a -1.
No.
Yeah,
And
I'm not even.
I somehow rolled a
What is
15.
this?
Are you
No
saying
fucking
no
way.
as in agreeing to what I said, or
What's
no
my
as in
religion, though?
everybody?
The ones at home sleeping don't get to roll.
Okay,
For
I'm
so-
not
19.
sleeping. I'm just back there.
Yeah, exactly.
I got
Either
a
way, you're not
+1,
where
so
we are.
21.
I'm doing more art stuff while you guys are out.
Religion.
This is the reason why I love this dice.
Is 18.
Always rolls so good. Gave me another freaking 20.
I love this
What I'm
dice
hearing
because
is
it's weighted.
cheating.
It's not weighted. The dice has failed me before in the last campaign.
Everyone knows
after-
how well my die rolls.
And while that's going on, Verity is painting her hometown
In the
Nice,
book or
nice.
on the walls?
Yes.
in the book.
Okay.
The book didn't have enough paper. The walls are next.
That'll be for the permanent house. But
I got a 21 for the religion.
18.
this one is particularly vivid because I rolled like a 22 for painting.
Nice. All right.
Or
So in
actually, it
this
might be
room,
higher.
Wait, did
you
Bouldaire
can
roll?
see. Bouldaire.
Bouldaire and Sylvia.
I got 19.
15. I rolled
Okay,
it
cool. Perfect.
a long
For
time ago.
history.
I was the first one that rolled.
All right. So in this room, you can see that there is a statue for Eva, the goddess of dawn and life, and Kellenbor, the god of the dead.
Okay. Good to know.
Nice, nice, nice. I have to rewrite
So,
my
do you
notes.
have any like manuscripts or anything that would be interesting for an adventurer? Could prove handy?
She says yes. She goes, one that I recommend for all newer adventurers is the tale of the fates. It is a story of the time when the first adventurers came. No one knows how much truth is to it, but it's a wonderful story. It's a time of when the fates first cursed the adventurers.
Ah, yes, that sounds quite interesting.
I'm just gonna look over while she's talking and just be like, isn't that just the most unfortunate thing with history? You don't know how much has been rewritten to fit narratives.
Unless you've been around that long, which I imagine some beings have. The
Let's
ones
just say
perceived as
their
gods and
narrators
such.
are the one who rewrote history.
Ah, exactly. Those very powerful beings perceived as gods, they've been around long enough to know what history looks like.
Or so they say. I'm just gonna just slowly keep walking through.
Bouldaire just gonna walk away because he has no interest in history. He doesn't find any value in
There's
the
no
past.
meat in here,
Yeah.
or meat.
There's no
Here-
value in the past because it's full of the dead.
Briz is just walking around.
Do you walk into the next room?
Mm-hmm.
He's going over there. He's staying ahead of everybody, not trying to be with the group.
He can't be with people. He wants to be where the people aren't.
It's the opposite of that Little Mermaid song. I don't want to be
Exactly
where
why I
the
said it.
people are.
Yep.
All right. So in the next room, I'm going to use your same rules. In the next room, you see statues and motifs. And the statues are of Shanti, the goddess of agricultural and natural growth. Soon, the goddess of love, beauty, and passion. On the wall in a couple of different locations are motifs for Joaquin, the goddess of trade, wealth, and seafaring. Tyr, the god of law and justice. Cord, the god of strength, athletics, and courage. And Hypnos, the god of sleep and rest.
Which wall would Joaquin be on?
The one.
Briz is
Would
gonna walk
Bouldaire be
over to that one and just look at it, and he'll rub his hands on it.
Mm-hmm. As you do, you can feel the polished stone where others have come before you and done the same.
Wall caves in.
Which one had cord?
This one over here.
I go up to that wall. Does that god seem like the strongest or like the one with the biggest muscles out of all of them?
Yep.
But this guy's not too bad. Seems like someone I like.
Briz is gonna like hold his hand on to the wall. And he's gonna tilt his head. He's just gonna say like a little prayer in Elven. Just basically guide my path, and he's just gonna move on after that.
Sylvia's just gonna stick around with the guide, being like, "So, about those manuscripts and such, is there like a library or something I could browse?"
She goes, well, actually, it's in our private quarters. She goes, but I will call one of the other acolytes and have them bring them out.
Ah, that'd be quite swell. Thank you.
So one of the other
I like-
acolytes comes to bring it out to you.
Perfect. Sylvia's just gonna go to a corner or something and just sit down and start reading.
Okay.
Like a small child.
I'm gonna turn to the guided person's like, what's the deal with this big guy? Pointing to
She smiles
Cord.
at you. She says, that is Cord, the god of strength, athletics, and courage. He is part of our second tier of deities here in Verity.
Ah, sounds like a fun man.
He calls to you, perhaps?
Oh, I've always been strong.
Perhaps giving him thanks for your natural strength would be a wise decision then.
I guess Bouldaire just turns, kind of looks at him in the face like, yeah, thanks for that. Saved me a lot of times. You should have seen how many wolves I ripped in half.
I'm just gonna sort of, seeing as I've also been at that wall, I'm just gonna look over at him and just point out, like, you realize strength isn't just a physical thing, right?
Who cares? What really matters is who gets their head decapitated. You can think with your brain, but I can rip yours off with.
You can't always rip your way through it. Puzzle.
I haven't met anything that hasn't allowed me yet.
Somehow
Briz is
that
gonna
doesn't
chuckle.
surprise me.
Briz is gonna chuckle at that and just step into the next room.
So in the next room, you find a statue of Nyx, the goddess of the stars in the night sky, and Thalassa, the goddess of rivers and streams, with motifs for Oriella, the goddess of hearth and home, Callum, the god of weather, and Aurora, the goddess of twilight and dreams. Roll me a perception.
That is 15 plus 3. So 18.
So you can see that there is a small stand that was put up that has a small motif for Oladamara, the god of rogues and trickery. But you also notice that in a corner, almost hidden, is a scratched in like logo.
You
of
can't.
wood. And no, it's looks like it's dedicated to Marito, the god of the undead, fungus, decay, and insects.
I'm gonna go up to the pedestal for the rogue,
Mhm.
and then I am gonna grab a gold coin from my pocket, and I'm gonna place it on there.
Okay.
And I'm gonna mark that off my list.
While I'm at the statue of Cord, I'm going to kind of reminisce over the times where my strength did me right and never failed me. And I'm just like, those are good times. You know what? Since you seem like a good chap, I'm gonna give you something for yourself. And I'll probably take like a turkey leg or like a big thing of ham that like I got from the bar and it's wrapped in like preserved paper, and I'll just unwrap it, set it in front of him, like, have fun, and walk away.
As you finish up, the acolyte is going to mention, make sure that while you're here, you take some time to recollect on your adventures at the fountain. And as you do so, you'll be able to level up.
Yeah.
Can I hear that from where I'm at?
She called it out, so yeah.
Okay.
Sylvia will do so.
Yeah, at that point I'll do the same, and I'll still give a prayer to Joaquin.
Sylvia doesn't
Uh,
pray because she's an atheist, but she recollects.
As I'm walking to the fountain, I'm gonna ask the tour guide, which one's the god of death?
She eyes you. I'm sorry, we don't have have anything here for a god of death.
Oh, I just want to say you're welcome.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. God of death. Yes, that would be in the first room.
All right,
My bad.
great. I go up to the statue for the god of death, and I just look at him. You're welcome. I give you so many clients, and then just walk away.
Sorry, my brain went undeath, not death.
Not too many things have gotten back from death with Bouldaire. He is still he's used to just fighting animals and just killing them and just eating whatever. Like, gave him a lot of new pets, so they can enjoy that.
New pets.
So after you finish up here and head back to the tavern or wherever you're sleeping, we're gonna finish up there. So if you want to move your tokens back wherever.
The
So I'll
society.
do my thing then. Sylvia and Jezreel are the only two that even have a chance to hear anything.
Okay.
If you want them to roll something, I don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll perception, or what do you want me to roll for that?
Perception, yeah.
See, that's 8 plus, I think it's like a plus 5.
Wait, all of us are just
No.
Jezreel
Oh, I only
and
got a
Sylvia,
9.
Your rooms are adjoining.
Ah,
I only
okay.
got a 9, so I won't hear much.
14.
You might hear a little. I'll DM.
Probably just hear like talking or
Wait,
something.
hold on. I didn't have perception. Hold on. Perception.
Oh.
16.
All right, I'll DM you.
I was like, wait, I didn't add it. I just rolled and went with it.
When Briz goes in the room, he's gonna make sure Shoney's okay, make sure she's all covered up, and then he's gonna basically block the door with a
Okay.
chair, and then he's just gonna sit on the floor and just close his eyes.
There are 2 beds.
Oh, in that case, I will lay on the bed and close my eyes.
Okay.
Boulaire's just gonna go back to the bar, order more drinks, and then he's gonna make sure that he tightens his like belongings closely to him, like his axe, tied around his waistband or something like that. The rope.
Okay.
Yeah. Then eventually just pass out.
The innkeeper motions to everyone to just let him be for the night. Nobody wants to mess with him.
Yeah, there are probably bloodstains within my fur, whatever tatters or whatever you want to call it. I don't think too many people want to deal with it.
Especially not since
I just
you
wanted to
got
point
into a
out,
group
as
of
soon as
goblins.
Sylvia got back to the tavern, she went instantly to bed and fell asleep.
Okay.
Sylvia doesn't have any worries. I'm not surprised.
Not yet, at least.
That's for the
Yeah,
night terrors to
I'm
kick
just gonna
in.
go up to the bed and I guess sort of set down on some of my equipment on the. Yeah, I'm just gonna set stuff down and sort of lay on top of the bed, not quite like under the covers or anything. and like a sleep with one eye open sort of situation.
All right.
Verity will eventually fall asleep, like holding her notebook like that.
You hear Verity murdering somebody in her room.
One of you
Burst in.
knows.
It's just snores.
Yeah.
Doing a dark sacrifice to
Just keeping
the
awake
elder
the
god
entire
Cthulhu.
tavern.
One of you heard stuff.
Sylvia was pretty
Alright.
much out by the time she
Oh.
could have.
All right.